I am here for you who have the challenge of interpreting the lithium battery classification flow chart. I'm going to make reference to the IATA EGR 64th edition and the 2023 IATA lithium battery guidance document. We shall interpret the lithium-ion classification flow chart. I'll show you some examples of lithium-ion standalone batteries and cells, lithium-ion battery contained in equipment, lithium-ion battery for cells packed with equipment, and finally, I'll summarize the presentation. To some of you who have managed to download the freely accessible document for IATA 2023 lithium battery guidance, I guess you now know that we have two different classification flow charts, one for lithium-ion batteries and the other for lithium metal batteries. In this presentation, we are going to look at the lithium-ion batteries classification flow chart. At the top of the flow chart, we have a very important statement which reads, all cells and batteries must be tested in accordance with the UN Manual of Tests and Criteria, Part 3, subsection 38.3. If you want to know where this mandatory requirement is coming from, go to the regulations and read 3.9.2.6. Now, when lithium-ion cells and batteries are manufactured, they're supposed to be subjected to a couple of tests. They either pass the tests or they fail the tests. Where they have failed the tests, which is a no, they don't leave the factory. They are supposed to be redesigned. And after redesigning them, they go back through the testing process. So in case they've redesigned them, tested, and they have passed the tests, then we have three options to ship lithium-ion batteries. We can either ship them as lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment. I'll show you an image of how that looks like, or ship them as lithium-ion batteries, loose batteries, or call them standalone batteries. Alternatively, we can ship them as lithium-ion batteries packed with equipment. We're going to start with those packed with equipment. They can either be shipped as section 2 or as section 1. So for them to qualify as section 2, the watt-hour rating for cells should be either equal to 20 or less watt-hour rating. And if you're dealing with batteries, then the watt-hour rating should either be equal to 100 or less than 100 watt-hour rating. The UN number will be 3481. I'll show you where that is coming from. The packing instruction is going to be 966. This will be section 2. The IMP code is Echo Lima India. We need to observe the quantity limits per package. And on a passenger aircraft, you shouldn't exceed 5 kilograms. The same quantity is limited per package on a cargo aircraft only, which is as well 5 kilograms. So we have another scenario whereby the watt-hour rating is within the limits. However, the quantity limits have been exceeded. So in that case, you're supposed to ship your lithium-ion batteries packed with equipment as section 1. In case of any of the two limits is exceeded, either watt-hour rating or quantity limit per package, you should automatically ship your lithium-ion batteries packed with equipment as section 1. For section 1, the cells have watt-hour rating, which is greater than 20 watt-hour rating, and the batteries have watt-hour rating, which is greater than 100 watt-hour rating. The packing instruction is 966. The IMP code is Romeo, Lima, India. We need a hazard label, and this is a class 9 lithium batteries hazard label. We need to observe the limit per package when it comes to quantity. For passenger aircraft, maximum is 5 kilograms, and for cargo aircraft only, maximum is 35 kilograms only. So if your lithium-ion batteries packed with equipment is either 5 kilograms or below, then you're going to prepare it to meet the requirements for shipping on a passenger aircraft. However, if your net weight has exceeded 5 kilograms, then you prepare your shipment to meet the requirements for cargo aircraft only. So when shipping as section 2, remember to put the lithium battery mark, and on the lithium battery mark, don't forget to indicate the UN number. That takes us to the next option of lithium-ion batteries. So these ones are called the standalone batteries or loose batteries. They can be shipped under the provision of section 1B or section 1A. The difference between the two sections is that section 1B does not require a UN specification packaging, whereas section 1A requires a UN specification packaging. I'll be showing you how to determine that. All right, so let's start with section 1B. The watt-hour rating should be equal to or less than 20 watt-hour rating. The lithium-ion batteries should have watt-hour rating, which is equal to or less than 100 watt-hour rating. The UN number is 3480. The packing instruction is 965. The IMP code is Romeo, Bravo, India. We need to observe the quantity limit per package. These are forbidden on a passenger aircraft. Loose batteries, standalone batteries are forbidden on passenger aircraft. They can only be shipped on cargo aircraft. So for section 1B, the maximum permitted net quantity is 10 kilograms. If your battery has exceeded 10 kilograms, then you're going to ship it as section 1A. If your battery has exceeded 100 watt-hour rating, you're going to ship it as section 1A. If your cell has exceeded 20 watt-hour rating, you're going to ship it as section 1A. When it comes to marking and labeling, section 1B, lithium-ion batteries, you need to put the lithium battery hazard label, and then you also need to put the cargo aircraft only label plus the lithium battery mark. And on the lithium battery mark, remember to indicate the UN number. That takes us to section 1A, and under section 1A, in this section, cells which qualify to be shipped are those with watt-hour rating greater than 20 watt-hour rating. And if you're shipping batteries, they are greater than 100 watt-hour rating. The UN number is 3480. The packing instruction is 965. And the IMP code is Romeo, Bravo, India. We need to observe the limit per package, and to ship on a cargo aircraft only, your lithium-ion batteries or cells should not have exceeded 35 kilograms. When your shipment exceeds the limits for cargo aircraft only when it comes to weight, that means that you cannot ship it as, you cannot ship it on aircrafts. and you need to opt for an alternative mode of transportation, and that is sea, rail, or road. Okay. So when it comes to lithium-ion batteries, whether shipped under section 1B or 1A, we need to observe the state of charge. We can only ship lithium-ion batteries with a maximum of 30% state of charge of the rated capacity. In case the state of charge of the rated capacity has exceeded 30%, then such batteries or cells can only be shipped under the approval of the competent authority of the state of origin and the state of the operator. Finally, we come to the last option. This is when shipping lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment. So here we have two sections, section 2 and section 1. For your lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment to qualify as section 2, the cells should be equal to or less than 20 watt-hour rating. The batteries should be equal to or less than 100 watt-hour rating. The UN number will be 3481. The packing instruction will be 967. The IMP code will be Echo Lima India, and the limit per package is going to be the same on both passenger aircraft and cargo aircraft only, and that is 5 kilograms per package. So after packing your cells or batteries, you need to mark the package with a lithium battery mark, which has the UN number inscribed. So just in case either your watt-hour rating or your quantity per package has exceeded the limits, then you need to ship your lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment as section 1. And section 1 is fully regulated. For cells, the watt-hour rating should have exceeded 20 watt-hour rating. And for batteries, the watt-hour rating should have exceeded 100 watt-hour rating. The quantity limit for passenger aircraft is 5 kilograms per package. And for cargo aircraft only, we have 35 kg. Always remember to request the UN 38.3 test summary. It's the only evidence you have that the batteries you're shipping have been tested and they have passed the applicable tests. Okay, so let's look at some images so that we can differentiate between these different types of batteries. When it comes to standalone lithium-ion batteries or cells, we have an example of a battery, an example of a cell. And remember, power banks are shaped as batteries. So if it's a lithium metal power bank, it's going to be shaped as that. And if it's a lithium-ion powered power bank, it's going to be shaped as that. Okay, so now we know what they mean when they refer to lithium-ion batteries or cells. The Americans refer to them as standalone batteries or cells, and then some people call them loose batteries, cells. All right, so let's look at the situation whereby the lithium-ion battery or cell is contained in equipment. For example, if someone is shipping this watch, and this watch is powered with a lithium-ion cell, then we shall be shipping these watches as lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment. So we also have laptops, like the Apple laptops. The batteries are contained in equipment, so you cannot detach the battery from the equipment. Then we also have cases of smart bags, smart suitcases, smart backpacks. They are all going to be shipped as lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment if they're going to be shipped as cargo. So these are the few examples that I have for you to see what they actually mean when they say that the lithium-ion battery or cell is contained in equipment. It's contained in equipment and you cannot detach the battery or cell from the equipment. As we all know, the Apple products cannot be unscrewed to access the batteries. All right, so let's look at the images of lithium-ion batteries packed with equipment. For example, we have this drilling equipment. It's usually a set having that other drilling part, the charger, and then 2 batteries. We have 1 battery right there and another lithium-ion battery right there. So if we are going to ship this set of equipment, then we are going to ship it as lithium-ion battery packed with equipment. Remember to always protect the batteries, protect them from damage, and protect them from short circuit. The second example is here. And also here in such a set, you're supposed to look out for that very item, which is powered by lithium-ion batteries or cells. After identifying it, open it if you can, remove the battery, and then wrap it maybe in a liner or bubble wrap for protection, and then put it within the case. All right, so let's look at the extracts from the list of dangerous goods and see where the UN numbers are coming from, the proper shipping name, and then the packing instruction, plus the other related important information. So for lithium-ion batteries, the ones which are loose, we have the extract from the list of dangerous goods looking like that. And for lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment, we do have the extract looking just like this. As you can see, we have maximum net quantity per package as 5 kilograms. Packing instruction is 967, and the maximum permitted net quantity per package is 35 kilograms on the cargo aircraft only. So when it comes to the lithium-ion batteries packed with equipment, as you can see, we have the same quantity, but what differs right here is the proper shipping name and the packing instruction. For contained in equipment, we do have packing instruction 967. For packed with equipment, we do have packing instruction 966. So let's look at the summary. Lithium-ion battery cell. We ship them as loose batteries. We can only ship them under 2 sections, either section 1A or section 1B. Section 1A requires a UN specification packaging. Section 1B does not require a UN specification package. I'm going to run you through a couple of full shipments. So there I'm going to show you how you're going to look at the packing instructions and determine when you need a UN specification packaging and when you don't need it. So for lithium batteries and cells, you always need to have knowledge of the state of charge. Remember, if the state of charge is more than 30% of the rated capacity of the battery or cell, then you need approval from the competent authority of the state of origin and the state of operator. For lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment, we can ship them under two sections, Section 1 and Section 2. For Section 1, you don't need a UN specification packaging, so is Section 2. That is when the lithium-ion batteries are contained in equipment. However, when they are packed with equipment, still we ship under two sections, 1 and 2. But for Section 1, you need a UN specification packaging. And for Section 2, you don't need a UN specification packaging. In all situations, always request the UN 38.3 test summary, which is going to give you all the past tests and the subjected tests. And also read the applicable packing instruction. Thank you so much.